click on Start for Apache and Start for MySQL. I believe you can see my screen. So I just started Apache and MySQL. So what I'll do next is to open a new tab. And then on the new tab, I will be going to localhost. So in my own case, the folder I created, let me show you that folder. I told you that if you want to go to the folder, you can open the documents folder, open the folder in the name, and then locate htdocs. If you don't want to go that route from your exam, look at this Explorer. You can just click on Explorer. When you click on this Explorer, it will open that folder. You see, this is the exam folder on my laptop, and from here, I'll just click on htdocs to access the files. So the WordPress files that I imported into this place, I named it as dasfamilocode.com. Okay, so that is how I created and added WordPress into the htdocs in my own case, and I renamed it as this. I know each and every of us who were part of the class must have renamed as WordPress. So if I enter localhost / Jasper no code, then it's going to lead me to the website. Okay, so for those of us who have been able to successfully install the WordPress on our localhost, we should have something like this on our website. This website you are looking at is not online anywhere, it's just on my laptop, it's offline. So it is when I'm done with the development that I'm going to take it offline. So the development of the website is what we're going to be doing on this live call together. Although it's going to be a basic website, but then that's what we're doing tonight. So the first thing is that you access the administrative dashboard of the website. And to do that, I'm going to enter that name. You put something like this in front of it. WP-admin. No matter what your domain name is, just add WP-admin to it. So I just sent what you have to add to it. Although I must quickly mention that some people deliberately, for security reasons, they change the URL to access the admin dashboard from WP-admin to something else. I've done that for lots of the websites I've done too. So if you enter the website and you put /WP-admin in front of it, you will not get anywhere. But generally, for any WordPress website, if you put /WP-admin, it will take you to the dashboard where you can log in to enter into the website backend. You understand? And of course, the reason why people change it is because if a website is built on WordPress and the hackers just get away from to know that, they might just quickly go into the backend and try different password details to log in into the backend. So that's why it might be a security concern. Okay, Mr. Julius, you're raising your hand.
Yes, sir. Is it backslash or / before WP?
It's going to be /. Okay, and some people say they are no longer seeing my screen.
Is it backslash or / before the WP?
/. It should be /.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure, sir. Okay, so we can continue right now. So just enter the domain name, then you put WP-admin, and then from there we can move on. Okay. So if you have done that, let me just enter these two so that I get the backend. All right. So this is the backend. Enter your username and the password that you have set up while setting up the account. So I'm logging in now. Good. So I believe that by now all of us on this call should be familiar with this dashboard because while you're working on WordPress.com, this is the same dashboard, the user interface that comes up when you get to the backend. Okay, so this is what we're going to be exploring tonight. But the way we're going to be about it tonight is that I'll basically show you how to develop a website. So now this is a website, and I want you to follow my thought pattern. Let's assume a client gave me this website, and the client said, okay, what I want you to do is that I want to be organizing free WordPress development training or free no-code website development training. And I want to have a website, and on that website, I want people to know about me. I want people to be able to contact me. I want people to have a way to access all the materials. And I want them to, I just needed to add to someone, okay? I want people to be able to access the materials, and I want them to maybe see all the videos we've done, the recorded version, and so on like that. So the person came up with all of those requests regarding the no-code development training. No problem. So that means the home page, we have to compare information about no code development. And after that, after the home page, I should have like about page. After the about page, I should have contact us page. If you check most websites, you will see those three things there: home, about us, and contact us. So after those three, the next one will be dependent on what the person is selling or what the person is trying to offer. Because everybody who has a website is having a website to sell something. Even NGOs. I've worked with a couple of NGOs to develop their websites, and in their own case, they are not selling products, they are not selling services. But what they do is that they might have a page on their website that is called maybe programs, they might call it programs or call it initiatives or call it which other name? There are different names they can use for it. The names are not really coming to mind, but there are different names they can use for it just to show what they do. Yes, interventions can be called interventions, and when you look at what is there, you're going to see the different things they do. And somewhere, somehow, they will put donation button. So their essence, so after home, about us, contact us, then the next page should be either services or products or programs or initiative. It is for an e-learning platform. It might be courses. Whatever the website is selling, that should be the next page. And of course, there can be another page which we usually call blog, and that is where posts are consistently updated. So we're going to start from the pages. This website does not have any page now. This page we are looking at is called sample page, and you see that shortly. So I'll just click on pages and click on all pages. So these are the two pages that normally come with new WordPress installations. Okay, and if you look well, this has been published already, while this is a draft, it's not published yet. Okay, so now let's see how they look. This is view. We're going to view this, and this is a preview. So I just opened the two pages in a new tab, and I will just show them to you. So now look at this. This is the page you found on the home the other time, right? So this is what we have here. For sample page. Oh, I'm not sure. This is not the page. I think home page has a different design, right? Let me confirm. Let me confirm. Okay, home page has a different design, but we're going to get to that too. A commitment to innovation and sustainability. While the sample page, this is a page, has this, but it's fine. This is the privacy page. Let me share the privacy page. To say. Now, this is the privacy page. So the first thing I do most of the time, because the content on these two pages are not suitable for whatever you want to do, they only came with WordPress to show you that okay, these are possibilities. This is where you create pages. So I will first trash them. So I just trash the two pages. Then I click on add name. So in bid to add name, I call this one home page or home. I think home is sufficient. Home. So now, I could have gone ahead to be developing everything that should be here. But no, the first thing I want to do is to have all the pages. So I will leave it as it is. And this is recommended for the websites that you are building from scratch. If it is a website that is already online and they ask you to make modifications, you may not publish the page, yes. You may just save it as drafts and continue developing the page. But if you are the one working on the website from scratch or you are building it offline, you can go ahead like I do most times when I'm working on the website from the scratch, and if it is offline too. I will publish all the basic pages I want to work with first before going back to develop them one by one. So I know all the pages I've already created. It's just a matter of developing them now. So you see, it's suggesting different patterns for me. If I pick any of these patterns, when we were working with Wix and when we were working with WordPress.com, we selected patterns, we selected themes to make it faster for us. And because those time what we're doing is just foundational. But in this case, from tonight onward in the training, for those that will get into the advanced level, we are not picking anything or anything. We are developing from the scratch. Okay. So I'll just close this and publish home. After publishing home, it was prompting me either to view the page or to add a new page. Of course, there's nothing on the page, so there's nothing to view for now. So I would rather click on add a new page, add a new page, and add all the other pages I want to add. So we had home. The next page about. So add new page. I will add contact. Some call it about us, contact us, but basically the same. So I will add two more. In this case, I'm going to add blog and I'm going to add one more. And this one will be, no, let me call it services. Okay. So now we have the 5 pages I want, and we can go ahead back to where we have the pages now. You know, I've just gone ahead to begin the development of the pages one after the other, but I'm not going to do that now. The reason is this. What I'm after is actually to first develop what is called the footer. What is called the footer, sorry, the header and the footer. Those are two parts of a website that once those ones are in place, they appear everywhere. So I recommend for ease of development, if you're working on any website project, one of the easiest places to start from is develop the header, develop the footer. So once those two are done, you will even already be feeling as if the website is almost ready. So that will make it easier for you to now work on the content of each of the pages. So the reason why I first created all those pages is to add them into the menu. I hope you're following me. So we see how that is created now. So let's go ahead and create the menu. For this particular theme, the menus are default. Okay, so we're going to quickly change the theme now so that we'll be able to modify the menu as we want. Because normally, as I came to appearance now, one of the menus that should come up is one of the options rather that should come up here is the menu. So, but if I go and refresh the earlier page, okay, I'm refreshing the page now. If you see that the pages already appeared here according to the order of creation. So this is not what I want. So what I'll do instead of trying to go and fix this, make modifications, do that, do all, I'll change the theme to a theme that will give me the liberty for further editing. Okay, and for us to do that, we can go to themes. Okay, as I just click on theme, you can come here. Once you click on appearance, you see themes, and you click on themes, you come here. So when you are here, the next thing you do is add new theme. Now, you need to understand that if you are not connected online, new themes will not appear here. Okay? But if you are connected online, new themes will appear here and you can download them. Right? So, in my own case, I can come here, click on install. It will install directly. And once it is installed, I can now come back and be customizing it. But for the sake of those who may want to do everything offline, you don't even want to go online at all and you want to complete everything, I'll go and get this done another way. And how else can we get it done? You remember the website I first mentioned to us. That is WordPress.org. Okay. So I just entered WordPress.org now and I'm on the page. So it's loading. Okay. So now on this page, you click on extend. Okay. When you click on extend, then you click on themes. Now you will see that what we have here and what we have here are the same thing. So let me see. You see that what we have there in the WordPress dashboard and what we have on WordPress.org here are the same things. Can you see that? See, 2024, hello, Astra. And when you come here, 2024, hello, Astra. So if you want to work on a project and you don't want to stay online while working on projects for whatever reasons, you could come to WordPress.org, download the resources you need. That's why if you go back and check the things I asked us to download the other time, I listed exam, WordPress setup files or WordPress software. Then I listed themes and plugins. So the essence of listing those things is for us that okay, maybe you can come here, and when you come here, you can do whatever you need. And once you can do whatever you need, you can go back and work with them. So I prefer working with a low Elementor. You can work with Astra too. You can work with any other thing, Central News, Cadence, Ocean Wavy. There are thousands, or let me say hundreds of thousands of teams. Look at this. Over 12,000 free teams. over 12,000 free themes. Yeah. But like I showed to us, those of us who were last where I explained what themes are, what plugins are, and then how you manage the media dashboard in WordPress. Um, well, I will not, the video is up. I will share the links to all the videos later. We love to explore. Okay. So you can check other websites and download themes from them. But on this website alone, there are over 12,000 themes to work with. So let's pick, which one should we pick? Let's pick Hello Elementor. And the truth is that you can pick any other one. The reason why I'm not using 2024 came with WordPress, and it's quite limited in some modifications. But this particular Hello will require you, okay, should we work with this? So don't let us work with Hello. If you work with Hello, then you will need to download another another builder called Elementor, which of course we will get into the builders in our, no problem. Let's even get into that right now. I wish I can show us the two. Okay, let me download Astra first. We're going to play around the two. Let me download Astra, then I'm going to download Hello too. Okay, the two files are downloading. Okay, one is downloaded already, the other one is still taking some time. So is Hello that's downloaded. Let me install it. So another way you can install the thing, I mentioned that you can just install them directly from here. And after I said that, I also showed us that website to download them from. So if you download them from that website or any other website, because there are some other websites where you will get premium themes from, you might need to buy some themes. I remember there was a time we were working with a particular company that was into auto dealership, they sell vehicles, and they needed a team. And they themselves have done their research and they found a particular team that was mainly built for sale of vehicles. And they said that's the team they wanted to work with. And of course, they bought the team from a particular website. And we worked on the team to deliver the project for them. Okay, so you can download themes from anywhere and come and upload it. So the way you go about that is you click on upload and you have this, and then you click on choose file. When you click on choose file, it will lead you to where the file is, and you can see a load Elementor. Oh, you may not see my entire screen, but it has loaded the media where I'm going to add the Hello Elementor, and I just added it, and you can find it here now, Hello Elementor. The other theme is still downloading because it's quite heavy. Maybe I should get another one instead of that Astra to make the work faster. Um, Let me just download. Let me download which one. Which one is looking like it? Okay, let's try this. I like the simplicity that comes with this generate press. Let me download it. Hopefully, it will download it faster because I want to show us a theme first before showing us Elementor. Okay, it's downloaded now. So instead of installing Elementor first, let me install that particular theme I just downloaded, which is called Generate Press. Let's install it. You see, it's installed already, so I'm going to activate it. Good. So with the activation of this theme, let's look at how our home page looks like now. Thankfully, it's a very simple, and then share the tab. Now, this is how the home page is looking now. Can you see that? Jasper no code, home, about, contact, blog, services. Now, we see this section, then we see this. So for me, this is cool. Now, it's deleted. I wanted to show us how it was looking before, but okay, yes, this is it. This is how the previous page was looking before I changed the theme. You see that? So back to the dashboard. We just installed generate press, right? So let's go to menu first. Don't forget the reason why we're doing all this is because I want us to set up the footer and the header. Okay. So now I clicked on the menu and it brought me here. Okay. So you see that we have this menu called menu one. This is the order that link on this page followed. You see what we have here: home, about, contact, blog, services. If you look at what we have here, you see that that's what it followed: home, about, blog, contact, services. Okay. This is saying custom link. Let me see this. This is saying page. Okay. There's a little challenge here, and I would like us to go and fix that first. You see, we have two homes. One is leading to the page that we called home. The other one is leading to the front page, which is just jasperlocoach.com. It's because that one was set to default. The page was set to default. So if you click on this home now, which is you see that there's nothing inside it. There's nothing inside it. The only thing we have here, we call this part the sidebar, which came with the theme. We call this part the header, and we call this part the footer. So that's all that you have there, right? But we want more. So let's first start by setting what the home page should be to the blank page that we have. Okay, and to do that, you click on customize. Now, if you were part of the class where we did WordPress.com, you understand what we do with customize. So with customize, you change the appearance, you change the settings. And now, the only thing we are going to change for now, you see, you can edit several things. You can, okay, we come to all of this. Let me just go straight. The basic thing we have to do for the home page settings. So you change the setting from the latest post, because this current page that we have, what it will do is that if you are creating those posts will just be appearing there. As we create new posts, the post appears on the home page. So if you have created like 3 different posts, they will appear there. Okay. But what we're working on now, maybe before we continue with pages, I should just quickly show you posts, and then we come back to pages or what. No, let's continue to pages. The reason why I was considering that is that maybe we should just quickly touch posts and move back to pages. But I think it's fine just continue with the because the focus now is to first settle the header and the footer. So let's first set the home page here to home. You see that we're changing the home page to home. We'll still come back to post page. So, and I think we can even set the post page now. Let's set it to blog. Okay? Because on blog, that's where we want to have the latest posts. While the home page should give us something primary about the business, about the organization. So I've published that. If you go back now, I just closed it. So if you go back now and you click on this part, the home it will take us to is a blank home, as you can see. If you click on home here too, it's taking us that blank page. So, but if you look at the arrangement of this menu now, this is not the way I would want it to be. Why it created this arrangement based on the creation of the pages. You know, we first created home, we created about, we created contact, it followed that order. But now I want to rearrange it. So you come to menu, the menu where we were before, by clicking on appearance, and from appearance we go to menu. So when you're in the menu, what you do, I will first remove this one. I don't need it. So the home I created, I'll drag it up. Don't forget the concept, drag and drop. Now after home, I want about. After about us, I want the services. After the services, I want the blog. And after the blog, I want contact us. Okay, you can arrange your own the best way you prefer. So I just click on create menu now, and the menu is created. And not just created, um, let me allow it to appear at the location for primary menu. So if you come back here now and I refresh this place, you see that it has changed. We now have home, about, services, blog, contact. So the header is ready to go. Now it remains the footer. So for me to further customize the appearance of the header and the footer, I can now go to customize again. I click on customize again. So, I'm not even sharing this out. Let me go back. So you can see this page now. So I'll click on customize. Now this is the header. I can change what we have here, and I'm going to change it and add a logo. So I'll be selecting a logo from my laptop. Let's see if I can locate JD logo. Okay. Now I just uploaded the logo. So there's a challenge. That logo is white color, so it may not show anything here. Okay. So since this is the case, the next thing we should think of doing is changing the color of the background. Let me check if that's achievable here. Now, there's a challenge I'm looking at here, which comes with some things, and that is for some modifications. Now, he said some of the modifications come with the premium. So, what this points out is the fact that sometimes when you want to make modifications, you are careful about which one to select. Okay, so it's fine. Oh, this is true. Okay. Now you can see the way it appeared now with the modification of the background color for header. So this is appearing, but it's no longer appearing aesthetic because that logo uploaded is appearing like cover the whole page. So what do we do when we have something like this? We reduce the size of the logo. Let me come back to site identity. We have the logo here, logo width. So I'll click on this. Can you see that now? Can you see that? So, but there's a challenge. The logo is appearing, the name written is also appearing, all of these are appearing. So, what do we do in that case? I'll come here and click on hide site title. So, the only thing you can see now is just the logo, right? On a normal day, I'm not needed to change the background color if the logo is not the logo I found is not the white one. I'm not I'm here to go ahead and edit that, but I think it's fine now. So, but this place is not looking aesthetic, and I want to change this place too, right? So, uh, let's come back to colors and come to uh, let me click on this. Perhaps okay, menu. So come back to colors. Then let's have it as for the header. We have the background for texts. And then no. This menu is actually not under this. This is for the text that was appearing before. Or like where we have Jasper logo, we could have modified the color of that text here if we wanted to do, the site title if we wanted to do, the tagline which we didn't put anything, we didn't want anything there. But for us to modify this part, we come to primary navigation. Okay, so navigation background that is white, let's change it to transparent. Okay, um, let's just make it transparent. Can you see the effect that is giving us? And then if the site background is transparent, we now make the navigation text to become white. Can you see that? So with those two in place, you see that that header is already looking like a website, right? That's the feeling. This is where we were, right? So if you look at the header now, it's looking more or less like it. So of course, it can still be fine-tuned, but I think it's okay. So we can come to the footer too and make it to blend. It's not bad as it is actually at the moment. But then if you just want it to stand out a bit, so we can come to the footer too and modify what we have at the footer. So I'll come to the footer bar now. I believe you can see my screen. Where's it? So I'll click on this to open the footer bar. You see that the background is white. So I like it to take the same color with what we have at the header. So if I just select any blue, for example, if I click on this background and I select blue and I select anyone, we have something blue too, but there's no guarantee, there's nothing that gives us assurance that okay, this is the color we are trying to get. So how best do we get that color that we're trying to get? The best way to get it is to go to where we actually, if I want to this is a professional website I'm working on. Like I taught you about color palettes. That's the one of the first things I will work on. I would have gotten the color palette for it. And when you get color palette, like I taught us, there's something called Xcode. Xcode are codes for colors and they are universal. So all you have to do is to enter that code anywhere you're trying to work. And then once you do that, it's going to give you the color. So that's what I would have done for this, but it's fine just as we're doing it now. You click on header, come to the background color. This is Xcode. Okay, so I'll copy this code and then come to the footer bar. So I'll click on this, and then we have this. I'm going to delete it and replace it with this. And you see that. So using the exact Xcode that we copied from the header would give us the color with the same color with the footer. So now that we have the same color, we're not yet done. For the text, I want the text to be white, complete white, and I want the link. I didn't change edit the link for the header earlier. I'll do that. I want the link when you first over when the link should first appear as let it first appear as a cyan color or sky blue color. That's how I would want the link to appear. Okay. I think this is more or less like topos or those who know color names, we know what this is, but it's in between. I think it's closer to topos or cyan now or something. So I like the way it is highlighted so that when you move the mouse on it, it will change to something else. What should it change to? That's what this over color will give us. For over color, I want it to just be like a brighter version. Okay, this is coming close to sky blue of this. Well, I can't just test it now, but I'm sure it will bring some changes when we are getting to the point to demonstrate it. Okay, let me move it this way so okay, it's getting too close. Right, it's fine. So just to bring some interactivity. So I'll copy what we have here too. Okay, it's even both that I need to copy. I'm going to use them for the header. So this is when we have the header for the over color. I'm pasting this. Okay, and then for the link color, I'm copying this. All right. So now we have the footer and we have the header. You see that? So what you do next is to click on publish. Good. Now let's go and see what our website is like. You see that we have this and then we have this. So the next thing we're going to be changing now is what is in here. For the home page, honestly, I don't want all these things on this side. I just want everything to be plain and to be black. So we're going to just quickly do two sections for the home, and I think that will just be it for me while we move on to the next thing. So for us to customize this page further, now there are two ways you can go about it. You can just click on edit page here, and that will take you to this page. But in case you don't want to do that, you can go back to the dashboard and click on pages, and from pages you click on home, and then you edit it. Okay. But since we see it here, I don't see any reason why we should go that long journey. So I'm just clicking on edit page here. Okay, so here we have the first thing I want to change on the about the page is that sidebar. I don't want it. So I'll come to the layout here where it says sidebar. I will pick no sidebars. No sidebars. I don't want any sidebar. You see the sidebar is gone now. Look at it. When I said right sidebar, there's a right. Oh, it's not showing there. Oh my god. But then it's fine. We can have the right sidebar, we can have the left sidebar, we can have sidebar on both sides, both sidebars. So we can have it that way, both sidebars on the left, both sidebars on the right. That is to say, if you want to have two sidebars on the left or two sidebars on the right, we can have all of that. But for this particular page, I want no sidebars. Okay, so that's one. And the second thing is that the content, I want them to be full width. If you look at the home I showed us the other time, you see everything was like in the middle. But when you click on full width, see where the home moved to as a title. If you click on container, you see the difference now. Okay, I think this is better. This is better. And then I don't want them to be showing I don't want it to be showing the page title. This is good now. So now the next thing is to come to the home, this page, and don't forget what we did then when we did the WordPress.com. So we're going to quickly do that now. I click on this, click on what do I click now? Let's say click on I want two columns that will be 50-50. So I click on column and I click on 50-50. So we have this 50 and this 50. Okay. So for this particular 50, I want an image. And now you see we can get that, we can go to the media library and upload the image there or get image from a particular URL. So what I will do is to quickly download an image. Let me show us that. I go to pixabay.com. You know, on WordPress.com the other time we had access to those things. But because what we are developing now is on local host, it's not even online. So there might not be a way for us to access all of that. That's the reason why it's only brought those three options for us. So I have to come to Pixabay, like I said, and search for, and of course you could even use AI to generate the image. But Pixabay is sufficient for now. Let me just search for laptop. Let's see what it gives me. Okay, still loading. Let me just get. I really want us to move very fast. Okay, even though I can't see the image, I'll still click on it and download this. I don't know why the images are not appearing. I think it has to do with the head of the browser. Let's see if it downloads. Okay. Yes. Okay, this image of a thing seems to be taking unnecessary time. So what I'll do is, I think it's downloading. I was already thinking I should just get one image from my laptop instead. That is what I'll eventually do. It's still taking lots of time. Let me just get any image for now. Okay, the image I was downloading just downloaded. Okay, so you can see this. So let's just use this, even though this image is not so suitable for what we're trying to create. So let's just leave the image as it is, and then come to the other bar, the other container that we have on this second column. And for this one, we are adding a heading, and the heading should be something like no code development. Okay. So for the no code development, let's add a new. Okay, this, okay, it's fine. You can change the alignment here if you want to. You see, maybe you want it to be at the center or you want it to move right. But I think it's okay where it is. We just need to add a few elements more. So the next element I'll be adding will be the texts, or called paragraphs. Called paragraph. Yeah. So now, what do I add in the paragraph? It can be a big description of what this is about. Okay. So I just say this is for no code websites. So the next thing I would like to add to this column is a button. Okay, so this is fine. We have this button, but I would like to customize the button. Okay, so for the button, we move to Style tab. Okay, now first, the color for the field. I want the brand color to be blue, and the blue should actually align with the blue we have been trying to use. Um, I can't remember what the color code is, and this is why it's more important for us to have those X code. You remember? So, but let me just choose something close to that. It should be close. And then for the text, let's add the text. The call to action I want them to. I want people who visit the website to be sign up. So this is there already. Asking them to sign up. The white text is fine. White text is fine. So this is the button. So we already have this first part of the website. So this is still on the home page. I can click on save. And then for the sake of our time, I'm moving here and I'll just click on add new blog. So you can add anything that you want. You can add anything, just click on show all. So I will just add different things to show us the varieties of things. So if in my own case, I want to add a video, maybe the best video class that we had. So I'll just come here, click on search for video. You see this, that's not different videos, but since I already understand that the video I want to add is already on YouTube, so I can click on this YouTube. So it's asking me to just paste the URL for the video. So I can simply go to YouTube. And by the way, there are many of you on this call who are yet to subscribe to that YouTube channel. It is not too good. I expected you to have signed up, at least to have signed up. So in case you've not done that, please kindly visit the channel and sign up. So those are the two major things we'll be covering in our next class. Now this is the channel. Let's say this is where I'm coming. This is the video, the best video I want to share. So I can just copy it. Okay, so I just copy the link, then I come back here and I paste the link. Then I'll click on embed. Can you see that? It is added already. But I should have added something here before adding the video. So I'll just click on this block and click on heading. And then I can add no code introduction class. Okay. So this time around, I want the alignment to be center, not left. Okay. So you see that the video is loaded already. And then after the video, because your website should be towards a particular end. So after the video, the next thing I'm going to add again is another button. So I would say sign up now. And then I like to align that. Yes, it's full width. Uh, is the vertical alignment and is it the vertical or the horizontal? The horizontal that's really good. Good. This one I want to- Then let's make it. Alright. So now we can customize this for the style, change the background color to this, and then that should be it. So that's all I want on the home page for now. So I click on save. So if we go and visit the home page, you see that what we need to have there now is entirely different. Let me show. Now we were here before. You remember? Let me refresh the page now. Let's see what we're going to have. Can you see the difference? I believe you see that this is already feeling like yes, this is a website. This YouTube video is not loading. What's the problem? Here's the link to the video body. The video, even though it is showing here, even though it is showing at the back end, no code introduction class, and it's not showing on the front end. It's not showing there. But the space is there. So I guess it may be network. Let me just refresh it and let's see if it will load. If it's not the network, then there might be an issue with space. So there's another way to go about it. Let me just come here and delete what we have here instead. Okay. So how else can we go about this? Let me search for video. Click on video. Will this work? Let's try it. Okay, let me save it. And then let's see. It's not loading again. Well, these are some of the challenges we come across while working on projects. You understand? So there's another way again through which we can even still show the video. So what you do now is to right click on this and click on copy embed code. If this doesn't work still, then the problem will be with the maybe I don't know, it may be the same, maybe, but definitely it will be a more serious problem than what I have done. So I can delete this entirely.
Your screen,
And that's
your screen is not moving. No.
so there's way you can add code let me just write code, click on this, and then write code. So I'll just paste the code. It's an embedded code. Oh my god, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what I intended to show. Let me show how I copied this line of codes. This line of codes that you are looking at here. Let me show you how I copied it. So I came back to the YouTube page and I right clicked. So when I right click, instead of just copying the video URL, I came to copy embed code. So when we copy embed code, what we do is that we embed the video into the page. Since I've tried the first two options and they're not working, so let's see if this works. So I'll come back here. This is the code, right? So if we then click save, it's saving and then it's updated. So let me come back to the page and click on the new and refresh the page. If it doesn't show now, then you see what it's showing. It's showing something else. It's showing the code we copied. So there's a challenge with that, obviously. And what I'm going to do again is to copy this instead of saying write code. Now, this kind of challenge is not strange to me. And of course, I could have just said, okay, let me try it another way, or let me do something, or let me just hide it on purpose. But these are some of the things that you will come across as well. Let me paste it as this, and let's see. Now, you see that introducing shooting just a single problem. I've tried four different methods. So you can see what I did else again was to let me delete it. So I've done embed code, I've done YouTube video, I've done video. So the last step I took, which I'll show to us again now, is that I had this part, I clicked on this and I selected HTML. There's something called follow HTML code. So I want to try that for the embed code. And I added it to embed the code from video. So I'm saving this and then we're going to see if it solves the problem. Okay, this eventually solved the problem. But I don't like the dimension. But let's just manage it. That at least it's showing up for now. So this is the home page. The next thing would be to follow the same kind of steps we followed in developing the home page to develop the other pages, the about us, the services, the blog, and the contact us page. Okay. Now you see that at this part, the title is no longer appearing because you already chose a new setting there. So please do the same thing for about us, for services, or this is what I'm showing to us. I said the video was showing eventually, so we did not even see it. This is the video eventually showing. Then if you click on about us, you see that it's different. Services, blog, contact us. So but as far as page development is concerned, I will stop here for now. So you can go ahead to do for about, for services, for blog, and for contacts. Okay. So the next thing I'll just show to us, we have seen how media is handled too. So I might not be showing that here. But the next thing I would like to show to us is posts, which I understand that we have covered in this before. So when it comes to posts, posts are regular updates you make to a website. Regular updates in the sense that you can be releasing posts like even multiple times per day or just once per day. Okay, so your pages are usually static while your posts are dynamic. If not that you have something to update about the information you put on about us for yourself, you may not need to be changing it from time to time. Once it is there, it is there. But for the post, you can always create a new post. Let's assume you are doing a 30 days challenge and you want to be publishing what you do per day on the website. So you're going to have to make use of posts. Let's assume you want to be writing news. You have to make use of posts. So I'll just click on all posts, and before creating additional posts, I will show to us what we call categories. So if, for example, your website is about different things, for example, this particular no-code website now, let's presume I want to be releasing some posts on WordPress, some other posts on Wix, some other posts on Webflow, while some posts on design principles. So I can create the four categories first and just say WordPress. You see that? I click on WordPress, I add the new category. I click on Wix, I add the new category. I click on which one should I create now? Webflow. So we're creating this. And then let's say design principles. So for example, if I want to be publishing articles on these different categories, I already have the categories set up. So after that, you can now come and click on add new post. This add new post, you can also get it on the page for all posts is at the top. You just click on add new post. So here we are. I can say the title for my first post is, let's call it what advanced class entails. Okay, let me call it no code advanced class overview. So it could be a post where I'm talking about what we will do in the advanced class. So if you understand the things I'm writing on the screen, those are the things we're going to do in the advanced class. So you can, of course, you can create this, add all those things you added while creating pages, you can add them here too. The only difference is that these ones are dynamic. You can always publish them per time, while pages are more of static content. Okay, so I'll click on publish for this. This is this post. So if you want to create a post, this is basically what you do. For some of us, if they ask you, can you help us manage a blog? This is what they're talking about. They're talking about you creating a new post. Perhaps, okay, they want you to add an image to the post you are creating. You can add, where was it? You can add a post if you want to and do different things you want to do. So this is a post. You can change colors if you want to. You can make all the designs in the world as you want to achieve them. Okay, so let's assume I duplicate this now and I want this one to have a different background color. Just come to background, click on this for it. Okay, so you can design your posts as you want and also save it. So as you can share link to your pages, you can share link to your post as well. Let's view this post and just click on view post. So you see, okay, I think you can even see it already. See the posts. Now, for posting, another thing about it is that it can give room for people who are visiting the page to make comments on your post. Okay, so if I want to write a comment now, I can go ahead and write the comment. But now look at the category, it's uncategorized that is there. So usually uncategorized comes with WordPress as default. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on let me go back to the dashboard, and then coming back to the dashboard, I come to categories again. So I do this often. Oh, I click on something. I do this often. I'll just show it to us. So the first thing I do is to edit this uncategorized and make it to be general because uncategorized somehow. So I'll change it to general. Okay. And by the way, categories can also have categories under it. For example, under the WordPress category now, if you want to have WordPress themes as another category under it, you can just say WP themes. So at this parent category, you're going to click on this and then select WordPress. So if you do that and you create it, let me just show us the demo for that. Create it. Now you see that under WordPress, you have a line and then WP theme. So it's going to arrange itself like that under each of the um, categories that are the parent categories. So that's just to show us that. Okay. So for posts, that's how we create posts. And of course, we understand how to create media. Comments, if people make comments, you can manage them here. We have touched on appearance earlier. So I want us to just see just a simple plugin. Just a simple plugin. So I'll go back to WordPress.org now and I'll come to plugins. Okay. Okay, let me extend. Okay. So instead of selecting themes, this time around we are selecting plugins. So for plugins, I'm going to download two plugins and I will briefly explain what those two plugins do. Don't forget, I explained to us in the other class that plugins are used to add additional functionalities to a website. I said when you're working on a website, two things are important. The aesthetics, how beautiful the website is looking like, the layout, that's one. And two, the functionality, what the website is doing. So while teams take care of the aesthetics, plugins takes care of functions. And there are some plugins that takes care of aesthetics. We call them builder plugins. And I've explained all of that in the previous video. You can get to watch them in the. So now I want to download two plugins. The first one is something related to social media. So I can search for social media here. Basically, the plugin I want to download is a plugin that will make it easy for people to click on them and share my posts to different social media platforms. So this is looking like it. Share button and pop-up share icons for social media sharing. Okay, this is more like it. So I'll download this. I actually have like specific plugins that we use for different things. While there are some that when we just the project you are working on will determine the plugin for you to download. You research on it and you find it and download it. Okay, so this is downloading already. Let me quickly download another one for the sake of our time because I know we need to need that. So that plugin is called All in One. I want us to make use of that plugin as the last thing to do for this class today. So it's called All in One WP Migration and Backup. So we're going to download that too. Okay. So having downloaded the two plugins, we can now go back into the WordPress dashboard. And here I'm going to click on plugins. Okay. I already showed to us in previous class what to do with users. Before coming to plugins, let me just quickly show us one important thing to do in the settings segment. When you come to the settings segment, there's something here that we call permalinks. Permalinks. So I'll click on permalinks now. So when you come to permalinks, you see that if you look at the URL, some of the URL I had created to show the website name slash index.php slash this is quite long and it may not be very friendly for search engine optimization. So to make it better, you can select post name. So if you select post name, what it will show you is that after your domain name, the title of the post or the title of the page is what we are next. Instead of all this story, if you pick month and name, see what is here now. You have the year, you have the month, you have the post name. If you pick day and name, the same thing is applicable. So if you pick plain, if you just put Jasper logo slash one number, 1, 2, 3, or properties or anything like that. So, but once you use post name, it's going to appear the way it should be, okay? And which seems to be the best practice, except if for one reason you have to use something else. So please take note of that. So there are some other things you do at the settings dashboard. You can check them out, but I just want to show that to us. So let's quickly come to plugins. So here now we have these two default plugins that came with WordPress, but we're not touching them because we don't use them at the moment. So I just want to show us how to install a new plugin. Click on add new plugin. When you click on add new plugin, just like we did on the addition of themes, you can actually install plugins directly from here. You see, just like we had it on the website on the WordPress.org, they are loading. These are all loading because I am connected to the internet at the moment. But you know, I told us that we can even work offline. So let's assume we're working offline. I've already downloaded those plugins, so I'll just click on upload plugin, click on choose plugin, and then I'll select the social media one first and install it. It's installing. I just click on install now. It's installing. And once that is done, I click on the second one. Oh, I hope you're able to meet up this form. We just installed it. The next thing we need to click on activate plugin. Okay, so it's loading. Now the plugin is activated. You will see that at the dashboard, a new menu has been added at the admin dashboard by that plugin. So that's the way it works because now you can adjust the settings, you can choose specific settings and all like that. So all of those things can be done here. So I'll just keep all of these. Leave my plugins alert in case of basic security, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Then I just want your plugin to be able to share things for me. Okay. Which icon do you want to show on your site? I want to show all the items you have selected. Of course, you can modify it in case you don't want RSS, for example. You can check RSS. Let me see if WhatsApp is there. So that I'll select WhatsApp. No, we don't have WhatsApp on this one. But there are other plugins that, okay, this is WhatsApp. The icon is not looking like the user icon. So show this icon if you want users to blah, blah. Okay. Let's just leave it as it is and then click on the other settings. So the other settings are like, what do you want the icons to do? Of course, to share to the platform now. Look at these people, they are just. So let's just move on. You can check out all of these things and then customize them as you want. But I think this is fine. I'll just click on save settings. Okay. So let's check our post. I want to confirm whether that is already appearing in our post. So let's check it. I guess this is where we need to stop. Okay, so let's see the posts now. It's showing that because, of course, now it's not yet appearing on the posts. Okay, so that means the configuration is not yet completed. So I'll just come back and then make some further configuration. It's saying, what do you want the icons to do? Let me check. Automatic updates for subscribers. So please subscribe Facebook, like my blog, share my blog with friends on Facebook. Um, they should just share. They should just share to. Okay, that's fine. They share to WhatsApp. Yes. So that's fine. Where shall they be displayed? They can float on the pages. It's asking me the position where they should float. So I would say they should flow at the top left, the top right. Let them flow at the top right. Okay. So they can show after posts. So let them show after posts. That's fine. Okay, those two are fine. This can be further customized based on, and this is a sticky bar. That means it's even a premium feature. But what this will do is that the widget will just be at the wherever position you set it. Usually at the bottom of the page, it will just be there constantly. Okay, so that can be set. What design and animations? This can be further customized. How you want them to be animated and all. You can explore that different designs, different appearances you can set for the icons. So we'll just leave it as it is. So feel free to download this plugin or any other plugin that carries out a related function and customize it to the best of your abilities. Okay. Should it show kinds? It's not a premium feature. Yes, let's click on yes, it should show. Okay. And then let me just click on save settings. Now let me come back to the post and refresh it. I want to see whether what we have done is come up now. See that from what else remains? Those are the basic things. Okay, so you can see now they are appearing at the top, and I'm sure they should appear at the bottom here too. See? Can you see that? So now this is a functionality. We have a floating one. Don't forget that the other time I picked top right. So that is what is appearing here. And these ones are appearing after the post. You remember I selected those two locations for it to appear. So if it is clicked on now, it can be shared to Facebook. You understand? So the same thing, like I'll share the page. Now you see that it has already loaded Facebook from what I clicked. So the same way the Facebook just loaded now, that's the same way if you click any other platform, it will lead there. So this is a functionality, and we have added this functionality with the plugin that we added to it to the platform. Okay. So the second plugin I downloaded is actually quite important as well for us. And what that plugin does, there are a lot of things you can use the plugin for. For one of the core features of the plugin, which is one of the things it stands out for, is that now the question is, let's assume you have completed your development offline. How do you upload it online? So this plugin that I downloaded the other time gives you the ability to export everything you have done on this website into a single file. Yes, everything you have done. You can export all your website as a single file and upload it. Let's assume you have set up just WordPress. You just install WordPress on your online server and you want to now transfer what you have developed offline to the online platform. You can do it with that plugin. So let's go ahead and install the plugin. I'll click on Add New. So I'll click on Upload Plugin. Then I'm going to select File. So in this case, it is the all-in-one WP migration. So I selected it and I'm installing it. Okay, so it's installed now. So I'm going to click on Activate. Okay, so it's installed right now. If you look at this place too, you see that something new has been added here as well. So that is what plugins do. They add functionalities. That's why if you look at some dashboard of already developed websites with lots of plugins, this part we just continue flowing down because the different functionalities has been added by the different plugins used. So in this case, you see this now, exports, imports. So you can export your final website. So you click on export, then you click on file. So immediately I clicked on file, it's already exporting the website and everything will be exported into a single file. So I'm showing this to us because of course after the development offline, the website is not meant to just be living on your laptop or your desktop. So eventually you will need to download it or export it from there and upload it to an online server. So to be able to achieve that and make the website go live, this is how to export it into a single file. Okay. So once you completed the exporting, then we're going to go back to the options and click on import. So it's very important for you to understand that. Okay, now it's exporting the database, so it's exported, now it's completed. So the size of the entire website so far is 48 megabytes. So I'll just click on download localhost and voila, it's downloading already. So you can see. So it's downloaded. Now that it's downloaded, this is the whole website. Okay, so let's assume that you want to now install it or you want to upload the downloaded website on the online server. Okay, so we can presume this is an online server for now. So what you do is you click on import. Okay, so when you click on import, then you're going to select import from file. So when you click on import from file, you then select your file, downloaded file. So when you click on it, then you click on continue and then it's going to continue installing, but it's going to continue being updated and then being imported. But we're going to look at more of that in the advanced class, okay? And then there's a limitation with this. Now it's saying maximum of 40 megabytes. In the advanced class, we see how this limit can be increased, and then we're going to see lots of other things, okay? So thank you so much for your time and attention. I'll see you in the advanced class.